I said it.
All right. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is JIBRIN, and this is my angle. Um, this is unusual. Usually, I don't. My show is mostly about political issues, matters, or whatever. But sometimes I delve into situations, issues like this that has to do with either celebrity or something around social matters. Uh, yes, I hope you just watched that video. You saw what happened there. Yeah, that's something that is trending online right now. And I decided to do it not because it's trending, but because there is something that I have noticed over the years concerning Nollywood that I just need to point out here. First, Zubby Michael, yeah, everybody is a popular guy. He's a kind of someone that is erratic on scene. And I think based on what we have had so far, I think he's naturally that way. And I like him. I think I like him on set. I don't know if I don't think I like him personally. I've not met him before, but I actually like the way he conducts himself on movies, a sort of. So I just like his personality. That's just it. But now, you saw what happened there. It was actually a risk. Anything movie, I'm just trying to let people understand how movie works. It is not movie is not just what we are doing on Nollywood is just. I don't consider that to be a movie as such. It depends, although not all the parts of Nollywood. We have the Netflix Nollywood. We have the what's it called? Amazon Nollywood. We have the YouTube Nollywood. So they are all segmented, sort of with different stars featuring at different platforms. And some stars are just universal; they feature on all the platforms. But now I want to point out something. Why I'm one of two. Of the second reason why I'm doing this because if there were no criticism of you, Zuby Michael, I couldn't. Obviously, I couldn't have done this. Let me be frank. That's just the reality. But because the criticism is what is actually making the criticism is what is the catalyst to me making this monologue because the criticism reminded me of what I have been critical about over the years of Nollywood. And yeah, honestly, the criticism is unfounded. Let me be frank with you. The one first, I don't know what was like. I said, like I heard that Zuby acted outside the script. Now, every movie producer, rather not producer, actor, look, especially the ones that knows their owners, that have the confidence of shooting a movie, of acting on a movie set. Like I've had a series of stories about like Nkemowo, who most times actually acts outside the script because he is a legend. I consider him a legend because when you meet movie stars, sometimes they go outside the script because the script, sometimes there are things when you follow the script, there are situations when you, that is the situation you find yourself when you follow the script, you may not really get the real substance, the real naturality, the real organic shooting or organic interpretation that you desire. So if you are an experienced person like veterans, they want to do it in a way. They go outside the script to actually add a kind of add some kind of meaning, more substance to the scene. A sort of so honestly, I don't have issue with people. One, first, I'm not a media person, but I'm just gifted in actually media stuff, especially when it comes to movies. Like I always said, I've been critical of the Nollywood movies for a very long time. It's sort of so because some of the movies, some honestly, so many of the movies, especially these YouTube movies, they are so much in a hurry to begin to make money. To make money, their focus is money, so they don't even focus on the quality of the sets. All they just do is they are in a hurry. That's why they can shoot a movie within. Because there was a time I wanted to go into producing movies, sponsoring them. Not me personally. I won't be on the set, but I just wanted to start financing movie production or whatever. But I went into there, but based on already started spending money, but some kind of bottlenecks and some kind of unprofessional acts and behaviors just made me to pull out. I actually wasted money. I already spent money, but I didn't care. I didn't care because I'm a very principled person. Whatever is worth doing is worth doing well. You don't just do things because you just want to make money. It's not about the money. It's about making people, teaching people. What's the essence of movie? Movie is just putting translating into pictures what is truly the real life experiences of we human beings, things that are really happening. That especially our own Hollywood. That's understandable. There are some things that are just off the chart, action, whatever. But our own movie, Nollywood, majority of the movies are based on life experiences, what people pass through day to day on daily basis. So it's a sort of a channel to teaching people lesson, or teaching people not to make the mistakes of others. That is justice. So like I said earlier, honestly, I'm not a movie person. I'm not a media person. That is not my line entirely. My line of practice is not even art. I'm not even, my line of practice is more of science and art, a sort of. So, but there is this, I watch so many movies on YouTube, and movies that you see, when you see the producers, Kanayo, these big time actors and producers and whatever, and directors, you wonder, why would the hell will they be producing something like this? They've been in the industry for so many years. They are producing these junks. So many of the movies on, if not all, that I have watched on YouTube, I picked holes. I can do better than most of all the directors there. I can do much better. I picked holes on virtually all of them. They are just directing nonsense. They are always in a hurry to make money. Now sorry for deviating. Back to the Zubby thing. I think I'm on his side this time. Okay, on this issue, I am on his side. I don't see anything wrong he did there. It is a movie. That is just the reality. Movie, you should expect that. The only thing I am critical about the Nollywood production team is some of these things, they should have insurance. There's no doubt about that. All these movie producers should have insurance to protect the actors over things like this. Now, when you are on a movie set, you should expect things like this. There are stunts. There are situations where you just put some kind of physical stunts that could lead to injury. Some people, read history. People have died on the set. Some people have got seriously injured. Go watch all this, like Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan will tell you how many times he was hospitalized over movie set. I read in a report that most of those stunts that Jackie Chan pulls on movies are actually real. They are not film tricks, majority of them. So I don't see anything. I understand movie Zubby was trying to actually, I don't know one. I'm not sure of what the storyline was all about. Like I said, since they say that it's a movie set, it obviously has to do with someone who, on the set, on the screens. It obviously has to do with the actor, which is which was Zubby, being angry and probably trying to express his anger aggressively towards the recipient of the anger. I don't know, but whatever it is, I think he was only trying to make it look real. He was trying to make it look real. So I don't know even if he acted outside the script, it doesn't matter. People act outside the script to make the movie look interesting and matured. All I expected was the person who took that hit. You should prepare for such thing. You should be ready for such thing. There are scenes, I've seen situations where scenes were not supposed to, someone was not supposed to actually, wasn't expecting to be slapped, but eventually got a slap. What happened? Because the other person wasn't expecting it, because if you slap such person that was not expecting to be slapped, obviously it will look very, very real. So sometimes you just act outside the script. So honestly, I don't have any blame for Zubby. I don't know if he has come out to apologize. And if he comes out to apologize, I think I'll afford that. I don't think there's any need for apology. The only thing I expect Zubby to do is to at least sympathize with the guy who or whatever, probably visit him and at least sympathize with him and feel sorry for him, apologize to him directly, but not apologizing for acting the way he acted on the set. No, he acted as that. These are movie producers, for God's sake. They should understand that. And besides, Nollywood should get their act together and start producing the right thing. The only movies that make sense to me, the only Nollywood movies that make sense to me, that sometimes, even some of them, I see peak holes in the directing. But some of them are just perfect. The ones I watch on Netflix, some of them, and the ones I watch on Amazon, some of them are really, really perfect. But very few of them, I've watched a couple of them that I can say, hey, this director, you could have done it this way, you could have done that way or whatever. That is just it. But YouTube overwhelmingly is just full of mediocrity. It is full of mediocrity. They are in a hurry to make money, which is wrong. You can't give the right, you can't give out a quality production when you are in a hurry to make money. Nobody does that. You take your time to do that. Honestly, when I wanted to go into movie sponsorship, when they first of all gave me the whole or whatever, that movies are shot within 5 days. 5 days. I don't know. Then what do you expect? You will expect exactly what is going on YouTube is what one should expect. And that is just the reality. So please, no one should crucify Zubby Michael. Zubby Michael did what he was supposed to do. And he played the role he was supposed to play. He tried to portray the role he was playing. And that is exactly what happened. We're all sorry for the guy who got injured and whatever. And the guy who got injured, I don't know, he should expect that, for God's sake. This is movie set. You can expect, if you are playing the role that has to do with aggression or violence or whatever, expect injury. If you are playing the role that you have to put some stunts personally on yourself, probably you have to do some kind of gymnastics or jump over the fence or do something that whatever, you could fracture your knees or any part of your joint. You could get injured. Expect that. The only thing is, these movie producers are not. They are too miserly to actually have protection or insurance for their crew members. That's the point. I think there should be a policy and a government policy to force them, coerce every movie producer to actually have to buy insurance for their actors, for their production team. And that is it. What is your thought on this? Come on, go ahead. Send us a message on the comment section. Let's know what you think about it. Are you on the side of Zubby Michael, or you are against what he did or whatever? But let's know what you feel about it, what you think about the whole thing. Thank you so very much for once again being with us on this monologue. My name is JIBRIN, and this is my angle. And if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe and follow us on all social. We are on all social media platforms. Thank you and remain blessed.